Michaela Renava alongside Darren Hartwell. And Darren, hard to believe baseball's upon us with all the snow we have outside, but it is.
Yep, now playing any games at Fenway Park, but fortunately they're not at Fenway Park.
Yep, a little bit warmer down in Fort Myers. So as spring training is about to get underway, let's talk some Red Sox. Want to do a little Red Sox spring training primer with you. And first, I just want to ask, what's the biggest storyline you're going to have your eye on?
Well, a lot of people are focusing on David Ortiz and how they'll replace his leadership. I'm looking at the pitching staff, though. You have the trio of the aces at the top of the rotation, but I think the bottom of the rotation is going to be really interesting. You have three guys, Drew Pomeranz, Eduardo Rodriguez, and Stephen Wright, who are battling for two spots. And all three of those guys have a little bit of uncertainty with inconsistency last year, and they're all battling injuries. So we'll see how that plays out. All three are going to have to see what they can do in spring training to get those two spots.
Well, whether it's a pitcher or otherwise, which player are you going to have your eye on most of all? And, they picked up some new pieces, some returning guys. Who are you looking at the most?
Well, one guy was on the team last year, and that's Pablo Sandoval. He didn't do a whole lot. He played in 3 games. And he kind of rededicated himself this offseason, posted a lot of videos on Instagram, was losing the weight and all that. So I think, he's talked a big game in this offseason, and spring training is kind of the proving ground to see if those results actually have paid off. So, he's going to be a big part of this team if they can get production out of him at third base. So he's going to be a guy to watch.
Younger guys, though, I'm not sure they might have the confidence to be posting on social media quite yet. So speaking of them, which prospect will you be keeping the closest eye on?
I'm gonna stay at third base, and Rafael Devers is a prospect to watch this season. He's only 20 years old, but he's gonna start the season at AA Portland. He had a great season at High A Salem last year. They got rid of Yohan Moncada, and now he's kind of the top prospect in the Red Sox system, positional player anyways. So, if Sandoval kind of struggles a little bit, can't perform in the field, he'll be hearing some footsteps from Devers, and, spring training is the time to make your mark. So you could see some things out of him this spring.
All right, well, always nice to start fresh. So we'll be keeping everyone up to date throughout spring training. So make sure to keep it on NESN.com for all your Red Sox news.